Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello, everybody. Where's the damn thing? There we go. There we go. Hello. How you all doing? We have new graphics. Look at this. We have this. And also this one. And probably a few others if these get annoying. What do you guys think? Good, bad? I know there's two of you here. One of you can chat. Oh, wow. Thank you so much for the follow, Umtic. Thank you. How do you like the new graphics? All right. So I didn't really know what we're going to do today. I'm probably just gonna like relax, hang out on stream. But one of the things I definitely wanted to do was try out the new Trackmania game. So we're gonna do that. So let's open up Trackmania. Yeah. Should have probably pre-opened it before we started, but you know, like pro gamer, not really a thing I can do. Graphics look cool. Thank you. I hoped they would. That was certainly the goal. God, it takes so long to launch the game lately. Have to unplug the goddamn second monitor to load the game. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Is it actually not picking up the game capture? Are you shitting me? Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. We'll probably be talking a little bit of politics while gaming. I'm going to be streaming on during the inauguration. We're going to be doing 4 hours from 10 to 2. It's gonna be great. Believe me, it'll be amazing. It'll be fantastic. All right, let's see if they said that the new map was supposed to come out days ago. It has not come out. Fuck my life. Okay. Did you guys see the Daredevil trailer for the Daredevil Born Again? Genuinely, one of the things I was really worried about was that when they originally pitched bringing back Daredevil, that they weren't going to be doing basically a continuation of the Netflix series, which is supposed to be in the MCU, but you know they never really confirmed it. And when they originally started working on it, they didn't actually have it in the they weren't going to canonize the original like show. They were just going to start over. That's why it was called Daredevil Born Again. But then they realized it's a shit idea, and then they decided, oh yeah, we're just gonna have it in the MCU. And that trailer looks fantastic. It's the shit. I'm so hyped for it. Kamala Buttigieg 2028. No. Please. Please, no. Did you see? Actually, Neon Eagle. Hold on. Oh, I don't have a. I don't have a regular screen record set up yet. I need to set that up. But I do want to show you something, Neon Eagle. Let me just do this first. This will make sense in a second. Just one moment. Okay. Did you actually see this? There was a new poll that actually came out. Bernie favorability poll. There was a poll from a really long time ago. It was like 2017 that showed Bernie had like the highest favorability of any senator. Where's the new poll? It was literally just went viral online. Okay, sure. Nope. Okay. I don't want to log into. I don't want to have to go onto like Twitter because it's annoying. But yeah. All right, sure, whatever. Hopefully, I'm already logged in, so I don't have to. Fantastic. Just do that again. Okay. Okay. Well, it was 61%. I think we can just like trust that, considering there's a pretty good history here of Bernie having good favorability. Why can't I never find anything on stream? It drives me crazy. Bernie favorability poll 2025. What, like, why is this so fucking hard to find like good sourcing on? No, that's not it. Jesus Christ, I hate the internet. I'm actually like getting really fucking sick of how bad Google is. Here we go. This is the poll from Morning Consult. Bernie Sanders takes the top spot with a 69 percent approval rating for his second quarter running, followed by a Republican at like 67. It's kind of shocking, to be honest. But yeah, 69% approval rating. Do you know what Biden's approval rating is? This is Trump's favorability. He's down. He's minus 1 point. Bernie is up by like a massive amount. Like that's up by like 20 points. It's like, so no, I don't think it should be Kamala Buttigieg is what I'm saying. Like, why would you want somebody like Kamala, whose approval rating has never been particularly good, like, and who already lost an election? Here, hold on. Kamala approval rating. Yeah, Kamala Harris's approval rating since 2022 has been like bad. Like she has been underwater for the longest time, and only now, only when she just was about to win did she even get close to be like getting above water. But it never happened because the truth of the matter is Kamala just isn't that likable. You know, there are way more likable, serious, qualified politicians that also have a good chance of winning, and Kamala's just not one of them. Okay, back to Trackmania. So I've been trying to grind this map for like, what was it, like a year? No, like 2 weeks, and you know, I'm not having the best luck. I'm trying to get it without having to respawn once, and so far my best attempt is having to respawn 22 times. So yeah, this is a this is less a racing map and more of a grindy map. Oh yeah, but Bernie wasn't president. Biden's will go up in retirement. Trump's will dip hard when he's incumbent. Also, Harris isn't as well known, especially among Hispanics. Kamala needs time. Okay, I think this is cope. First of all, that's true. Bernie's approval rating would go down a little bit once he's president. That being said, Bernie has the highest approval rating of any senator. He wouldn't take as big a hit as other people would. Also, Bernie has run for president. What is it? 2 times already? When Kamala ended her 2020 run, her 2020 campaign, her approval rating, she was getting 1% of the vote. When she became Biden's VP, literally there was no enthusiasm. The whole plan was for her to take over after Biden, but then her approval ratings were so bad, it made Biden think that he should stay in the race. The only reason Biden, it wasn't like pure ego that got Biden to stay in the race. It was also her approval rating and favorabilities being in the goddamn toilet. And I don't think Hispanics are like going to, she's just not that likable. Like, what does she offer that makes you that makes you just want to it's the whole someone you'd want to grab a beer with. I wouldn't want to grab a beer with Kamala. I wouldn't want to grab a beer with Buttigieg. I'd want to grab a beer with Bernie. Shit, I'd want to grab a beer with Biden. I certainly want to grab a beer with Trump, but that's for entirely separate reasons. That's just more mental curiosity reasons. But what is it that Kamala Harris offers that's so enticing, other than that she's just the hot name right now? Honestly, it's not policy. It's certainly not policy, because her policy is pretty lackluster, even among most libs. She's more centrist than most of the party, most of the voting base. So it's not policy. It's not charisma. She's not particularly charismatic. I mean, Tim Walz literally outshined her massively on that front. What does she offer other than a breaking the glass ceiling, like an it's her turn type thing, getting the first female president, which I'd love to see, but not if that's the only thing going for you. Also, let's be real, Kamala wouldn't even be the first female president. How many presidencies have been carried by the wives of presidents? I know about Reagan. I know about the Reagan administration. We've had female presidents before. They just didn't get to hold the title. This map is gonna drive me crazy. Okay, do the turn, get the speed. God damn it. Wait, no, that's a gigacope. Any politician in the president's seat will go down massively. I agree, he'd go down massively, but he wouldn't go down as much as Biden, and he certainly wouldn't go back. First of all, actually, that's not true. Hold on. Hold on. And no, Biden never promised a transition. Biden absolutely promised a transition. I don't understand this talking point. I'll get to that one in a second. The one time that it was alluded to, it was very vague. Come on, man. I'll break that one down. I'll get that one later. But I want to show the president's approval ratings. Okay. Biden's average, 42. Trump, 41. Obama, 48. George W. Bush, 49. Bill Clinton, 55. George H.W. Bush, 61. Ronald Reagan, 53. Carter, 46. JFK, 70. FDR, 63. Eisenhower, 65. When you think about those are eras where the president, did shit. Say what you will about Reagan. Reagan actually changed a lot about the country. H.W. did decently too. Bush also changed the landscape of the country like Reagan, not in a great way. Bush changed it also massively changed it, mostly negative. Obama did not change it. Trump did a coup. I'd say that changed it. Biden did nothing. Biden's presidency The best thing that happened was unionization and his enabling of that, but nothing really happened. Where are the actual like graphs? That's what I want to see. Okay, so like if you look at the graphs right here, like you can see presidents absolutely have like can get high approval ratings. Obama started with a huge approval rating. He just didn't do anything with it. You have to actually do something. Reagan also. Reagan came in with a worse approval rating than Obama. Clinton's approval rating, even like the like was in the 60s at one point. But you look at Biden's approval rating, just a trend line all the way from promising that we'd like be able to get us out from COVID, get us out from this Trump era, fix everything, did not fix everything, and then people just got more and more disillusioned. And then look at Trump's, it's just flat. It's just flat. You want to know why it's just flat? Because Trump has a base of support, and his support is predicated almost entirely on owning the libs, being fascistic, which he lives up to, by the way. Trump does actually provide things for their base. Like, the base does get energized by Trump. Nobody got energized by Kamala. Kamala literally lost energy. Like, people at first didn't get energized by Kamala. They got energized by the idea of Kamala. And then at the DNC, everybody heard her start talking, and then her enthusiasm dropped off a goddamn cliff. We're in massively partisan times. A president will never reach for past 50% approval until they're out of office. Also, Reagan and Obama won by a big margin. Some of the... Okay, here's the thing, though. Biden had an above 50% approval rating all the way up until the Afghanistan withdrawal. He was above 50%. Obama... Yeah, it's not true for Obama, but I remember how racist people were being at that point, so I'll say that for sure. This isn't we're in modern partisan times. We're honestly not that partisan of a country. Most people agree on most things. It's just that everything is focused and everything's hyper-focused on, like, the disagreements. The media is constantly stoking everything. Politicians do nothing to actually inspire the base. Most people want Medicare for all. No Democrat, like the Democratic Party has not meaningfully tried to pass major institutional reform that polls above 50%. Like, they don't try to pass things. When the last thing that they tried to pass was Build Back Better. And not a single person knows what the main policy position of Build Back Better was. Nobody. I can't even remember it. But I know what the main policy position of Medicare for All is. Medicare for all. Like, it's so easy. Like, you just have to hit a message and hit it. Just pick a policy and go hard. Just Bernie would take a hit after becoming president. But but not that big a hit. He'd be polling in the 60s. That's my guess. Okay, and as for the whole, it's interesting that approval trends go up towards the end of the presidency, with the exception of Trump. Yeah, it's cope. It's recency bias. That's what it is. It's pure recency bias. And as for Biden doing the one-term senator thing, the one-term president thing, Let's see if the Google gods bless me today. Yeah. So this was back when Biden specifically told his advisors to go out and tell people that he'll only be a one-term president. Obviously, that's not the kind of thing that the candidate themselves can say, although I do remember him saying it, but it's not the kind of thing a candidate should say. Because if you're signaling that you're only strong enough to win one term, then the obvious follow-up is, why are you running at all? But he definitely had his aides go out and, you know, and he told them to spread that message. Mm-hmm. 4 people. So yeah, Lizzo would go on to quote 4 people who regularly talk to Biden. It is virtually inconceivable that he will run for re-election in 2024. One prominent advisor to the campaign said explicitly he won't be running for re-election. The same advisor said that signaling this one-term run, it would make the candidate a good transition figure. The transition line is important because it's one Biden himself publicly used on the record. I view myself as a transitional candidate. So he's explicitly following up that line. I view myself as a bridge. Yeah, like he can't like explicitly say it. But he is very clearly saying, I'm a transition president. What do you think that means, especially in a political environment where a report about the word transition being tied to only running for one term exists? That was the political atmosphere. I agree Biden didn't have a fan base like Trump. That didn't help. Healthcare didn't crack voters' top 10 issues this election. M4A wouldn't have moved the needle for Harris. I'm afraid that's not how it works. Healthcare didn't crack the needle because Kamala Harris didn't talk about it. We do not live in an environment where people's natural beliefs rise to the top. Everything is recency bias. People are always going to say their number one issue is going to be the thing currently being talked about. That is always how it's going to work. And you know who controls what's currently being talked about or has a large role to play in that? The presidential candidate who gets all the airtime. Like, let's look. Economy was the top issue. That was probably the thing talked about the most. Oh, look, healthcare. Pretty high up there. Foreign policy also, the only thing, like climate change, no, racial and ethnic inequality is the thing that probably had the lowest amount of support. Climate change is depressingly also low. And abortion, also depressingly low given the prominence it took. Gun control, depressingly low. Immigration. Like, what people cite when polled is what they remember to mention. Everybody is like this. Healthcare would have massively moved the needle. You want to know why? Because when they would have seen their next healthcare bridge, their next healthcare bill, they would have been like, oh, wow, it's zero. And my tax bill isn't that much higher. Okay, that's reaching a bridge, okay, to a better time. Come on, man. It's so vague, dude. No, it isn't. Not in that environment. That's not how politicians work. Starley wants to get in on this convo. Biden was not going to come out and say, I commit to being a one-term president, because then everyone will be like, okay, well, now can you commit to being a zero-term president since you don't even have faith in yourself? He's going to tell his advisors to go out and seed this information so that it becomes public knowledge. And then everybody started repeating it. And then they used the term transition. And then he started using the term transition all the time. That's how politics works. That's how Republicans literally get every single topic to become prominent. You know how the critical race theory thing started? Or like they had one guy said it, a few other people leaked it, And then little by little, people started talking about it. And then once it became acceptable, all the politicians piled in. You know who did say it, though? I distinctly remember other Democratic senators saying that line, that Biden only plans on serving one term. Now, this is going to be the part where it's going to be harder to Google, but when you're in an environment where there are allied Democratic senators also echoing this position, that's when you know it's an actual, like, soft commitment. By the way, let me know if Starly starts being annoying in the background. Let's see. Let's see. Here's the Hill's original report on it. Yeah, they declined it. No shit. Oh, yeah, he also said this. It doesn't mean I would run for a second term. I'm not going to make that judgment at this moment. Yeah, that's another indication that this is correct. Literally nobody who intends to run for president says this. You only say this if you're not going to run for office. Like, everybody who runs for president runs with the idea that they're going to do the full 2 terms. If any one of them says, I haven't thought about my second term yet, that means that they don't intend on doing it. That they're not outright going to say, I'm not going to do a second term, but they want to give the voters that impression without explicitly saying it in a way that's going to be clipped. This is not reaching. Nobody says this. Nobody. There's a reason this became a widespread talking point. It wasn't the right wing that seeded this. It was Biden's team. Biden's team doesn't say shit without... Leaks are not a real thing. 90% of leaks are staged. Trust me, I work in politics. They are staged. Now, there are real leaks. They do happen. And you can usually tell when it's a real leak and when it's a planned leak, because a real leak freaks the shit out of people and people start actually acting in a somewhat erratic manner. Pretty much most of the Trump administration's leaks were real. But there have been plenty of leaks from the Biden administration that were not actual true leaks. Anyway, back to Trackmania. Yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of think it's insane to, like, see all of the President Biden's campaign sort of using the language of this report and not think that that means it's confirmed. That's how politics works. People usually don't explicitly say things in politics. That's one of the reasons it's so goddamn infuriating. Okay, agree to disagree on that. I remember him saying that in one speech. No one talked about it. He was being humble. It was during the pandemic, bigger priorities. What? But that's the thing. Think of what that projects. It's just about, like, what it comes off. Like, you'd be like, hell yeah, I'm gonna run for president. What's hard? Like, for him to not say, Oh yeah, hell yeah. I plan to run for a second term. Like, do you remember what Biden used to be like? Hold on. Like, remember what Biden used to be like? Even like in his mentally addled mind right now, Biden is still at his core an incredibly aggressive human being. One of the reasons I like him. Like listen to this.
Which will not keep pace. Will not keep pace with healthcare costs. Because if it did keep pace with healthcare costs, there would be no savings. That's why they go the voucher. We will be no part of a voucher program or the talk about this weakness. I don't understand what my friend's talking about here. This is a president who's gone out and done everything he has said he was going to do. This is a guy who's repaired our alliances so the rest of the world follows us again. And in the process, in case you haven't noticed, we have strong disagreements, but you probably detected my frustration with their attitude about the American people. My friend says that 30% of the American people are takers.
Get right to it right now. It's your voice, your vote, which is 24.
Tax rates increase growth. Ronald Reagan.
Now you're Jack Kennedy.
Barb after barb.
I know you're under.
Republicans claimed he interrupted Ryan from breaking basically from Syria
For Obama.
Guns.
What we are watching.
And slammed the ready with this.
He sent me 2 letters saying, by the way, can you send me some stimulus money for companies here in the state of Wisconsin? We sent millions of dollars. You know why he said
You did ask for stimulus money,
Sure he
correct?
did. By the way,
On 2 occasions, we advocated for constituents who are applying for grants. That's what we do. We do that for all constituents who are.
This person, even like with mental even with mental decline, especially with mental decline, is going to default to their base instinct. And Biden's base instinct is, yeah, of course, man. I'm going to run for a second term. That's the whole point. That's the whole point, Jack. Like, that's what it's going to be. There's no way where where Biden is like, we'll see it when we get there. We'll see. That's like, nobody does that. There's no way someone like Biden does that. I understand you. There is not a clip where Biden explicitly said, I hereby affirm that I will be a one-term candidate. That did not happen. But damn near everything other than that did. Like, think of, like, if you were Biden and you wanted to get the message out, but didn't want to say it explicitly, isn't this how you would have been acting? It's how I would have been. And yeah, I do agree. Generally, Biden is humble in a lot of ways, though. I do agree with that, though. He's both like aggressive and like punchy, but also like pretty humble in a lot of ways. I do agree. I just don't think it would have come out in that one. Okay, now back to Trackmania. Gonna lower the music volume a little bit, up the game volume a little. Maybe I need to lower it actually. There we go. Okay, that's a bit loud. Okay, that's better. Wait, did I forget to switch the stream to Trackmania? Ah, no, I set it to politics. Isn't it a bit distasteful to constantly call, in many edgy variations, old? Like, I don't want to be soy and pull the ageist card, but he's still all there. No evidence of Alzheimer's. Come on. Okay. So one, yeah, a little soy, but two, did you not watch that Trump-Biden debate? We beat Medicare. Like, come on. Like, I get that, like, also, it's also, like, we're not going to, like, I think you're under the impression that, like, when something in politics happens, you get, like, a report card on it. Like, you get, like a perfect, like, story, like a 900-page report. And that just doesn't happen most of the time. Like, I think Trump is also, like, is going through decline, is cognitively impaired because of his age. I think Biden is too. It's not, and also it's not distasteful. These are the most powerful people on the planet. They literally have the power to destroy countries or to create or end famine. Like, there's a little bit of there's a little too much reverence there. There's a point where reverence over, like, a position or an individual actually ends up, it's almost kind of like religion. If you're, like, if you're too adherent, how do I put this? You don't want to have, like, a religious, like a cult-like following around somebody. It's okay to criticize them. It's even okay to insult somebody. Like, these are massively powerful people who can massively change your life without even knowing that you exist. It's good to, like, have a healthy relationship and skepticism and somewhat, a somewhat sense of distrust and loathing over that. I don't hate Biden, but I still think genocide and all, best president of my lifetime. Pretty fucking low bar, but like, I treat the office of presidency with respect. I don't treat presidents with respect, especially because most of them haven't demonstrated any sort of reason to have earned it. Oh God, dude, everybody and their mother memed that we beat Medicare. Other than that, Biden answered and correctly refuted every single point made by Trump. He just sounded raspy. COVID. It wasn't just raspy. He was slow. He was genuinely slow. Like, what do you think old age is? Like, it doesn't just have to be, like, literally forgetting things, which, by the way, we do have evidence of that from reports, like the real leaks. Hold on. Do we just need to watch that old Jon Stewart? Do you like Jon Stewart? That's what I want to know. Yes or no? Because we're about to find out right now. Because I think Jon Stewart handled this best. Here we go. We're just gonna react. Yeah.
My name is Jon Stewart. Thank you all so very much for joining us. We are coming to you live.
Live. I'm doing that. It's my room.
You
React to the dream crash out? No.
Just watched what you watched. We just witnessed a debate between President Joseph Robinette Biden versus former President Donald Robinette Trump. It was a highly anticipated affair.
It's funny.
According to the
so
network
is this.
that was running it.
The first Biden-Trump debate a little over 1 month away, right here on CNN.
We are less than 2 weeks away from the first presidential debate.
Just 1 week from today. Welcome to the first workday of the most important week of the presidential campaign.
3 days and counting.
Just 2 days now.
About 30
30-ish hours.
All right.
Just over 24 hours. 12
As
and a
much as
half
I
hours.
love watching Jon Stewart make fun of the media, I'm going to skip ahead just for brevity's sake.
Again, we know the bar that's been set up for each to pass. Biden has to not look old and not have a senior moment. Go.
Making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden.
Does that really seem like the Biden we saw a few minutes ago handling Paul Ryan with ease? Like, what? Like, that's what age is. It makes you slow. It's not a matter of him being old. Obviously, yeah, totally agree. He's 80. The point is he's still mentally competent and is a good debater. John is a comedian. It's his job to be funny. Most of this segment isn't John making jokes. It's him just reacting and making faces. Which, honestly, that's most of what he does anyway. Jon Stewart, the original React streamer. But like, yeah, like, come on. This is not just age. Like, look at Bernie. Like, hold on. Bernie 2016 debate.
My question for the candidates is, do black
Words matter is the African American community knows that on any given day, some innocent person like Sandra Bland can get into a car, and then 3 days later, she's going to end up dead in jail, or their kids are going to get shot. We need to combat institutional racism from top to bottom, and we need major, major reforms in a broken criminal justice system.
Okay, so that's Bernie in 2016. Now let's go to Bernie's YouTube page from right now. This is Bernie 2 weeks ago.
Opportunity to wish everybody a very happy holiday season and a wonderful.
Or actually, let's do something
Senator
live.
Bernie Sanders issued.
Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, and millions of families worry that their kids are actually going to have a lower standard of living than they do.
Bernie is 3 years older than Biden, and I have not seen any slowness, any decline, anything. But with Biden, you can see the age. You can see the age and everything that comes with it. Like, being old doesn't have to mean that you're in decline. But with Biden, I really do think it is. I don't see any difference between Bernie in 2016 and Bernie 8 years later. Biden 2016, like, hold on. YouTube, let's...
What? What the hell are you doing? Anything I said about...
Yes, we can all look directly into the... I'm an actress from...
That makes no sense. Hello?
Selena, what are you doing?
This is not the same Biden. Like, I wouldn't even think this is the same man.
I thought you were the president. Hey, listen, are you going to this Snorrespondence dinner tonight?
No, I'm not going, man. I've been there once. It's a bunch of politicians trying to explain politics to Hollywood. It's not worth it.
Exactly.
Yeah, compare that to this.
Everything we have to do with, look, if we finally beat Medicare.
It's not the same, man. It's not the same. You can hear it in his voice. You can see it in his face. Like, there's age, and then there's stuff sprinkled on top, and there's some good toppings here. There's like there's like chocolate sprinkles. There's I don't know which health conditions each ice cream topping corresponds to, but there's a few of them here.
Thank you, President Biden.
And Trump's not any better. He's just funnier about it.
Need to call a real estate agent in New Zealand. Okay, a high-pressure situation. A lot of times you can confuse saving Medicare.
Well, they didn't. They were picking Bernie Sanders, and then everybody coalesced behind Biden because the media told them to, and because Obama strategically, like, strong-armed everybody into dropping out. Why is the name of your... why is the... What? Why is the name of your... It's not? Okay. Why did they pick him? Look, they picked him because Bernie was winning Nevada. The media did not want it. So they spent like hundreds of hours and billions of dollars of media attacking him. Like, that's what they did. And even then, people still wanted to pick Bernie. Biden only won people over when not Biden, but the media started running the thing that only Biden can beat Trump. You might like Bernie, you might like dessert, but the vegetables is what's going to make you feel better. And that's basically what got people to vote for Biden. It wasn't that they liked Biden, it was that they thought he could win, which I think is bullshit, by the way, and as demonstrated here, that in an extended non-COVID election, he could not win. And in fact, had COVID not happened, I think he would have lost spectacularly, by the way.
With beating it.
And then Biden just transformed into Bernie in his farewell speech. Yeah, but more pathetically.
Sure, it's not something that repeated throughout the debate, causing Democrats across the country to either jump out of windows or vomit silently into the nearest recycling bin. Anybody can talking. How did Biden do not talking?
How close the police are to him. Almost every police group in the nation from every state, and everybody wanted to get it back to the states, everybody. And China, nothing, and Russia, nothing, and India, nothing. I will have that reporter out. He should have had him out a long time ago, because I didn't have legislation. I said, close the border. We had the safest border in history.
Again, I just glossed over Trump speaking. It's very hard to listen.
Not great.
Come on.
But, a lot of people have resting 25th Amendment face.
I'll just leave it there. I'll just leave that there. Woo! Back to the game. Okay, will I ever actually be able to play this goddamn map? Or will I be consumed by the cope? I don't know. Neon Eagle, do you think that Bernie has, like, my pretty sure black voters in South Carolina liked Biden over Bernie. Black voters in South Carolina are the only demographic that liked Biden over Bernie. You know which demographic liked Bernie way more than anybody else? Hispanics. You know who completely bled, who the Democratic Party has bled dry completely? Hispanics. You don't like... You're not a fan of the paper background? I don't know, I kind of liked it. I like the aesthetic of it, but maybe you're right. Should I just go... What? I mean, we can just go back to this. Somebody type something so I know the chat is still working. Yeah, somebody type something in the chat so I know it's still working. Looks better, IMO. Okay. I'm looking for some. I want good stream graphics, but it's really hard to find them. Like, it's actually, like, really hard. It probably has to be made custom. I mean, what do you want? It's just like 1/4 my screen space is dead gray weight. Yeah. I mean, okay. So what I kind of want is like this. Where's that old Bill Maher intro? This is gonna get me. Let's see if this just gets the stream completely taken down. So this is kind of the aesthetic that I would love to go for. Maybe not this exact one. I think I like the one before this one. Yeah, not that aesthetic. I missed the old one. I guess Bernie should have reached out to more black voters. He reached out to plenty of black voters. It's just that Bernie was winning. What happened was that Biden asked 3 different candidates Obama asked 3 different candidates to drop out, asked Warren to stay in, and then when he won the only state he had won up until that point, the media made it out to be a huge deal. Do you think the media is not biased against Bernie? There is no such thing as a perfectly fair election, not in this environment. There is the type of election stealing that Trump goes on about, which is not real, and then there is the more subtle mass propaganda, mass manipulation type. Hold on. Also, Bernie was doing much better with black people in other states. It was just that one state, and then once Biden got like the reputation that like he was the candidate for black people. And also, here's the thing. It's not that black people just didn't like Bernie. They just liked Biden more, which is fine. But they're one demographic. They're 15% of the population. But the way, again, like, it's so bullshit. We should have one election day. There should be no primaries. It should just be ranked choice all in one day. Like, the structure of the election also biases towards certain candidates. It's not it's not the one from a year ago. It's the one from a few years ago. Is this the 2021 intro? I think that's the one I like.
Start the clock.
This is kind of like the aesthetic that I would want to go with, Gwendolyn. That's not actually the intro. That's the correct thing, but that's the wrong music. There's one that's like there's one that's better than that. It's from 2019. But unless I like actually What season is this? We're season 23. Bill Maher S19, I think it is. I get it, less is more with the stream graphics though. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. You're probably right. Why is it so hard to find stuff lately? Like, it used to be you could just Google stuff. Now it really does feel like you need to be a fucking master Googler. Candidates dropping out of positions in a new admin isn't new or unheard of. That's no nefarious, malicious scheme by the evil Obama. It's not a nefarious, evil scheme. It's just a strategic loophole that they weaponized during the... It's not a nefarious... It's just a loophole in the election system that they weaponized in a particularly... duplicitous manner. The media is hard on all Dems in this environment. Nah, man, they're much harder on progressives, especially in 2020. They are much harder. Like, and not to mention in 2016, the whole superdelegates thing. Like, literally, not my congressman, the congressman next to me, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, had to resign as head of the DNC over explicitly giving Hillary Clinton the questions for the debate in advance in order to help her versus Bernie, as well as rigging the superdelegates. Like, that is well documented. The Democratic Party and the media do not like Bernie. This is a real thing. Gwendolyn, do you know anybody in who would be able to make stream graphics or something? I'm not the best with motion graphics. That Streamocracy video was probably the peak of what I could pull off. I'll take that. Come on. I do not. God damn it. This map is killing me. I've gotten pretty far in one life on this map. It's just, you know, it's hard to do it in one shot. Especially when I suck at this type of, this part of the game. God damn it. Because that's not how it works. Like, people, there is no, like, unprejudiced vote. Like, there is billions and billions of dollars being spent on swaying the country in one way. Whether it's Russia, whether it's billionaires, whether it's Elon Musk rigging the Twitter algorithm. This shit isn't happening. It's just happening out in the open for once. So we can, like, see it really explicitly now. But, like, this shit was happening before. The country didn't get... There's only so much you can do to fight, like, institutional bias. Institutions are very, very powerful in this country. Bernie could have been well, I was going to say he could have been the most popular politician. He literally is the most popular politician. And still lost. And simply just because the political industrial complex is that entrenched in this country. And it is. It's that entrenched. There are that many loopholes and bullshit and tricks and things you can do to game the system. There's just... Check with the design team. I did check. Yeah, I'll probably have to commission something. Uh-oh. Okay, close enough. Come on, come on! Fuck. Okay, that's I'm still okay with 1 respawn. That's still a major improvement. Okay, I've been having trouble with this part lately. No! What the fuck? Okay, I'll take that. We haven't ever really had a full functioning democracy. It's really shit realization to come to. Yeah, I mean, we've never had a fully fair and free, like, democratic system. There has always been, like, a heavy sense of... Like, we started... Like, we only started getting even close in the 60s. That's when it finally started... It finally got to a point where the implicit bias... The implicit biases weren't so heavy that it stopped an entire major group from voting. I would still argue that immigrants and people under the age of 18 still deserve a right to vote. And that we could be better on that front, but yeah. Like, if you've lived in this country for 10 years, I still think, I think you should earn... Well, for one thing, if you've lived in this country for 8 years, I think you should just have been able to get citizenship. So, I guess in that sense, there's no need to make another system out of it. Okay, let's see if I can get silver at least. Nope. What's your ideal voting age? Okay, here's my take. I don't think there should be a hard age. I think there should be hard age for when you're defaulted. When you default... Okay, thank you, Windows Defender, for almost fucking that up. I think there should be a hard age for when you just get the right, but I think how it should be is you should be able to opt into it. So there should be, for minors, and this would be legal. This would be legal because you can only discriminate on the basis of you can't do a citizenship test. You can't do like a voting test or a poll tax for people over the age of 18. But constitutionally, nobody's ever tried to do it for people under the age of 18, and I think it would be considered constitutional based on the current framework, assuming the Supreme Court decides to actually be coherent on anything, which they never are. What I would do is, once you turn 13, at any point, you can go to like the DMV and petition the government for full majority rights. So like this would give you your right to free speech, your right, because a lot of rights you have in school, you actually lose, not on the basis of being in like a private school or something. It's on the basis of being a minor, that your parents, by virtue of signing the school contract, gave it away. So what I would basically do is I would just be like, hey, here's a civics test and like an essay. If you pass it, you have your voting rights. You're 13, you're 13. You're 17, you're 17. But at 18, you're getting it for sure, without a test. That's how I would do it. I would give because I do think people who are too young will not understand the power that they're wielding with full majority rights. But I think people would be able to, you know, I think there are plenty of 13-year-olds. I would have been able to have voting rights at 14, and I would have loved to have used them. And I don't think that I should have had my voting rights withheld because most other 14-year-olds wouldn't have been able to be responsible with it, or wouldn't have been able to understand the responsibility of voting. I think that's conceptually pretty anti-American. I also think that there shouldn't be. I also think that there shouldn't be a minimum age for running for president. You have to be 35 to run for president. You have to be 30 to run for Senate or governor. And you have to be 25 to run for Congress. This is so bullshit, man. Or you have to be 25 to like rent a car. It should be the exact same fucking way. The exact same system I've outlined. It should technically be possible for a 13-year-old to get a learner's permit. Now, they won't be able to reach the pedal, so they'll almost always fail. But on the off chance that one 13-year-old doesn't, then they're fine. Then they can do it. What's wrong with this? I believe in the American bureaucracy's ability to adjudicate these issues efficiently. Honestly, I wouldn't be against some implementation of a citizen test for all ages. Maybe people who think that the three branches of government are President, House, and Senate shouldn't be voting. Okay. So here's why I'm against it. There's a very famous study that's been massively replicated, and it basically shows that when asking a question to a statistically random sample of people, the average of all the group's answers will tend to be the closest to correct. So I don't think we need to be super restrictive with it. We just need to have a good system around it. And a good education system would be nice too. I would have been able to vote for Obama twice. If I voted when I was 13, yeah. I would have been able to vote for Bernie in the primary twice instead of just once. Okay. Oh, hold on. My dad did genuinely think those were the three branches of government, by the way. Seriously? That's hilarious. That's awesome. That's awesome. Give that man the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Or as Hilton, or how he'll understand it. One of the government branches freedom offering. We offer your father as tribute. If I voted when I was 13, I couldn't have voted for Bernie once. RIP. Wait, how old are you? 12? Okay, hold on. I need to focus. I need to focus. Okay. Ah, fuck. Okay, last chance. Okay, actual last chance. I miscounted again. I'm 18. Oh, well, that's nice of you. That's great. The three branches of government are the olive branch, the Dunder Mifflin branch, and the last raisin branch. That's true. That's correct. You've demonstrated enough understanding of government to have earned the right to vote. You know what's crazy? There are people who have been able to do this map without even, like, braking. Like, they can just do it without even having to, like, release the accelerator. Just full speed. What the fuck does Benjamin mean? What the fuck does that mean, Benjamin? Which part? And honestly, most of the things I'm saying, I don't understand what I mean either. Like I said, world's worst React streamer. It's so hard balancing this goddamn thing. God fucking damn it. Hope I don't get stopped by the judicial branch. Yeah, that would be pretty bad, wouldn't it? Hold on. I wanna... Wrong button. I want to, show this. Which map was this? This was map 12? Okay. Hold on. God, can this just be Google, please? I hate this so much. Oh, shit. I should probably run an ad. Okay, we're gonna run an ad break. I'll be back in a moment. Don't go anywhere. Yeah. I realized I should run an ad break because there are pre-roll ads, and that's probably gonna stop a lot of people from joining. Oh, pre-roll off for 6 more minutes. Oh. Okay. I guess I'll leave it on then. I guess it was taking care of itself. Okay. Starly whistling in the background.
All right. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello.
How was he able to do it?
Welcome to another stream, and one with a very interesting title. It's not something we do too often that we're gonna do today. But we're gonna be watching the best Trackmania records from September. We did this for August.
Huh, maybe it was already past this one.
Someone made, though, what is it called? Platform Race? Yeah, these maps, the
This is the one that I just got. I want to find somebody doing map 12.
Let's check out the new Trackmania game mode they've added. Platform, if you guys don't know, basically, that is a cool jump, okay?
Oh, here we go. This is the map that I'm on.
For me, and where I see a leaderboard working, right, is I probably, very honestly, will never play any of these maps again. Like, they're, at this point, if this was a regular map, again, one thing that no leaderboard kind of does. It doesn't give you the replay value. Maybe 2?
I should really set up.
That is a cool jump. Okay, let's slow down. No rush. You probably need speed here. Yes, good call. Let's wall hug for speed again.
Okay.
You just have to keep second gear and then you win, yeah. My discovery run here is really bad, but I want silver.
Oh, he goes that way. That could help. That could make that more consistent.
Yes. There's a carousel. Ah, okay, I see it. No. I'm literally fine. That's interesting.
Okay, does he do anything here to help with
wet
this?
Pipe? Oh, not too fast here. Yeah, wet pipe is tricky and left side. We're winning. That's interesting. All right. Okay, we're gonna reset. Didn't see that one coming. All right, okay. I thought they were gonna be nice. One more jump there is kind of wild.
Is there anything he does here that's Is it just being clean? Is that it?
Nice.
Yeah, he's just being clean with it.
Plus,
okay.
plus.
So I just suck. Got it. Adjudicated. Fantastic. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, pro gamer. See that, and that's the problem. We'll get there eventually. We'll get there eventually. Should I change the way I set up stream to be closer to how he had it? I think that would be helpful. Okay, so I'm like halfway consistent at getting to this part in one life. Fuck. Yeah, alright. Rip. Let's see if I can go for, in 3. Okay. You need the RGB floodlights in the background. Super original way to set up streaming. You're right. We can get the bisexual lighting going. That's what we should do. Hold on. And I'll just flip it this way. That good? Now I have a warm tinge of I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Okay. We're just gonna pretend I didn't try that stupid idea. We love bisexuals. We love half of them. Cultural appropriation? Nah. They're appropriating... Nah, they did it first. They appropriated... They're the ones appropriating both halves of straight culture for themselves. God damn it. Ben always appropriates culture. It's part of its people. True. My people do appropriate culture. It's because we have none of our own. When my people are left to their own devices, what do? We play Trackmania for 2 hours for no reason, despite not getting any joy out of it. That's what we do. We become boring streamers with 4 views. That's what we do. I hate the plastic bounce. God damn it. This is not my kind of map. Alright, I give up. Is there a whole colony of Gilbert-Lifs out there? There is. There is. They're all right behind you, holding a knife. I wouldn't turn around though. You know, you wouldn't want to startle them, would you? I'm gonna switch to a different game. I'm getting a little impatient with Trackmania. Destiny 2 or City Skylines 2? Pick one. Cities? Okay. Okay, updating. Okay, play. Actually, would someone like to explain what's going on with my screen here? Okay, actually, before we do that, have you guys seen the new Switch? I kind of want to... I don't love it. I kind of think it's lame and, like, lazy based on, like, what we see so far. Like, this has a lot of personality. There's a lot of room to upgrade... Oh. Hold on. I got...
Skill issue.
Yeah, it's skill issue. Okay, hold on.
Windows moment.
Yeah. What? Oh my god. We're just gonna have to close that for now. I'm not a fan of Nintendo, TBH. That's wild. That's a wild take. Would you like to close? End task. Okay, we'll open that back up in a second. Okay. There's a lot of room to improve the Nintendo Switch. Like, just technically, just from improving the screen, improving the, like, inside. But, like, none of the improvements particularly make me excited. So, like, let's just take a look. By the way, software. Main thing that needs improvement.
Yeah.
Okay, it's bigger. I'm interested. That's something I would like. Okay, they have lines. Okay.
The charging port is on top, I think. Or something.
Having a USB-C at the top and bottom, genuine improvement. That's a W. This updated stand, Also, massive W. That so far, so good. Complete L. Horrifying L. Same absolute ergonomic shit show, but now with no personality.
Yeah, the playing the Switch controllers hurts my hands after a while.
Yeah, it's genuinely an ergonomic nightmare. But like literally no personality. Like, what is this? By the way, I genuinely think that this trailer is unfinished, and that's why there's no music at the beginning, because they were only halfway through making it. And then all the leaks were like, shit, we gotta push this out.
But at least we got an ASMR trailer.
Yeah. Okay, this is cool though. There have been rumors of being able to use the Joy-Cons as like a mouse. This does make me feel like those rumors are true. That would be cool. That would genuinely be really cool, by the way. People have been really... Okay, if I do think it's cool that they added color here on the main Switch. I'm okay with the main Switch not having a ton of color. That is a cool place to put it. People have been really worried about this connection port being, like, weak. It's Nintendo. I'm not that worried about it. I think it's probably going to end up being fine. Is it the safest port in the world? Should the male side probably have been on the Joy-Cons? Should it have probably been a different type of port? Yeah, probably. It's a little annoying and inconvenient, but generally, I'm not too worried that this is going to, like, easily break.
I mean, it's hard to, like, improve on the Switch. The Switch is already very good.
Yeah, this is not a good improvement, I don't think, visually. So here's the thing. They changed the rounding of the corners. The actual shape, it's less square. It's more rounded now. And that just feels wrong. Like, that just feels like any other generic handheld. There was something about the way the Switch was like, you see, those are like, this is a rounded rectangle. This is like an oval. This is an oval. This feels closer to an oval than like a rounded rectangle. There's something about it. I don't like it.
Bisexual lighting moment.
See, like, no personality. And by the way, if we are doing an upgrade, A, this better have an OLED screen, but B, why are the bezels fucking gigantic? These do not need to be this big. Come the fuck on. Come on, Nintendo. This could have been full screen. What are we doing here? Come on. What's going on here? This is why I'm not a Nintendo fan? This is not, these are, you're not allowed to have these critics. You can only critique Nintendo with love, not hate. Hold on, I'd ban you if I had more viewers. Okay? I would give you the Matt treatment and give you
Corporation
permanently banned for 30 seconds. What is this? By the way, new Mario Kart game, that does look cool. Yeah, I don't like how this looks. I'm not a fan.
I think they should like at least put some color into some more accents.
That that the people are only going to buy the like game branded console. That's what they did. This is what that is. People are going to literally wait for the first branded console that looks good. Okay, now let's open City Skylines.
Truly learning from Bosch.
True. He learned it all from me. Don't fact check that. That's good. Let him know. Okay. It is suddenly dark as shit.
Base? Something is always darkest before the sun rises.
Yeah. Okay. Should I continue from here? Yeah, I'll continue from here. I have been fucking around with, like, this city. To start it out, I call it the Starlyville.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Jojo Land.
Wait,
Jojo
did
Land
Biden just declare that the Equal Rights Amendment is now ratified? This is gonna... Okay, so he's basically going to be forcing a Supreme Court fight now to see whether or not the Equal Rights Amendment is allowed to be ratified. I mean, they're not going to allow it, but... Did they... Oh, god damn it. The key bindings are reset. I have to fix the key bindings.
Rumor has it it's someone's birthday soon.
Oh, cool. I should probably start playing CS2 again. I'm honestly waiting for assets. That's true. It can get very boring without the assets. Speaking of which, I'm actually gonna set it to daytime. Don't remember where to set it to daytime.
Is that rumor true that it's someone's birthday soon, Benjamin?
Yeah, my birthday is soon. The day after Trump is inaugurated.
I thought it was the day before.
Nope. Why is DLSS on? Damn, somebody really, like, reset my goddamn... Literally upgraded my RAM because of CS1 mods. True. That's how you know you're a real, you know, a real Star City, a real City Skylines player. Okay, this is basically just like the rough outline to like start up the city. I'm just trying to get a bunch of like a bunch of money so that I can expand out. What's going on with this one? Oh, this flooded? Yeah, that'll happen. That's okay. That's supposed to not. Why is M doing that? I need M to not do that. I cannot believe I reset all my defaults. That's so stupid. Okay. Where's Starly? Well, she was whistling a while ago. So now she's preening in the corner. Wait, what's happening now? Now the pipes aren't working? Okay, wait, what? Oh, maybe it just needs time to pass. Or... Okay, I guess I'll just replace these. How many hours do you have in CS1? That's a good question. Let's find out. Uh, 1,600 hours. What about you? I have almost 2,000 based. Okay. Let's just let some more money roll in. And then I'll be able to expand out to here and start really designing something pretty. From here on out, I will be Ben's biggest defender only because he plays City Skylines. True, that's the real reason. This definitely won't put you in a very difficult situation very frequently.
I thought I was Benjamin's biggest offender.
Not anymore.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin.
The Fire and Rescue Service reports that fires are currently spreading in the nearby forest. The billowing clouds of smoke pose a serious health risk to anyone nearby.
Oh, serious health risk.
All citizens in the affected area are instructed to immediately move to a safe distance until the situation is under control.
That's unfortunate. How should I... Your road layout puts me in a difficult situation, though. This is a temporary road layout. Hold on. This is temporary. This is just to build up currency. I'll deal with the water in a second. Yeah, I want to put more row houses here. Okay. This is what we call in the business eminent domain. Best views. Best viewers on streamo.com. Remove the space. That's fantastic, Permissive Deformity. Do you want me to ban you now or later? I'll give you one. I'll give you one chance. I can feel the spammer vibes on you. The economy update from a while ago does make the game a lot slower, that's true. Yeah. It's not great. Okay, I need to deal with this water issue. What the hell's going on? Ah, I understand what's going on. Okay. The tide, the mod that I have that uses tides, that enabled the tides, it does make it, it makes it fairly difficult to, okay, that's gonna be a while to upgrade. Water treatment plant. Is this game good? Yes, it's very good. I apologize if I mess up your name again. Yeah, City Skylines 2 is pretty good. It is still missing some major, like, features that are, like, necessary. But just call you Kurumi. Oh, hey, Kurumi. Yeah, no, it's still pretty good. It's missing some features that are needed from, like, City Skylines 1, like the asset editor and bikes and things, but generally, I actually think, like, it's a very good improvement, especially if, like, what you want is just to, like, build the city with the best layout. It's honestly better because it has Road Builder. What is Road Builder? This is Road Builder. This mod. Click on a road? Okay. You can just legit build the road, just like this. You can just build whichever road you want. Just like that. I always wanted to build a city with super blocks similar to Barcelona. Yeah, super blocks are pretty cool. Yeah. I love this. I'll just put a parking spot, like, right there. Like, okay, this road is pretty scuffed, but, like, yeah. The fact that you can do this is insane. Also, do you have groundwater pumps available? Those are so much easier to work with. This is really easy to work with. This should have been a base CS2 feature. Okay, we're all just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Neat, they should make a game like this, but with policies and bureaucracy. Their goal is to add policies and bureaucracy into this game. That is their goal. Hold on. Is this a better channel? Yeah, sure, let's do this. So, City Skylines 1 had, like, a precursor to bureaucracy. It would be nice if they added more, though. I've never actually used the radio feature in this game, but apparently for streaming, it's pretty helpful. Oh, yeah, one thing I really need them to fucking fix, I need them. I actually need them to make beaches better. Like, right now, I'm using, like, 2 mods for water. I'm gonna turn it off. And it looks utterly horrible. Like, I genuinely need them. There goes improving my Miami idea. Oh, dude, I already was working on that on my own computer. Unfortunately, it's deleted now, but, yeah. God, the water is acting so weird right now. Yeah, I turned off water tweaks. I turned on waves and tides. Maybe if I turn it off. Many of your best saves were deleted over time. Yeah. I turned off waves and tides. Maybe this will make it act a bit more natural. It's still not great. This is like genuinely one of my bigger complaints is the way the water looks in this game. I need them to fix this. It is pissing me off so much. Like this is unacceptably bad. Like please don't reset the rest of my settings. Please, God, don't have reset. Thank God it didn't reset the rest of my settings. Okay. Okay, I reset it. It should look better now. It really does look like shit. What ideas did you come up with during this game to improve Miami? And any that immediately come to mind? Dude, so many. So many. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay. Dude, so many ideas. Hold on. How do you... Is there a... How do you pivot? Wait, did that just say capture area? Okay. Whatever. Okay. Dude, okay, so here's the first one. Here's the first idea, and I think this is pretty, like, obvious. We're gonna eminent domain this entire chunk of Brickell. This entire waterfront, we're eminent domaining it. Not the hotels, or the apartments, those can stay, but this actual boardwalk, waterfront area, Starlight. We're gonna eminent domain it, and we're going to build a publicly available boardwalk with a nice bike and walking lane for everybody. And people are going to, like how Philly has, people are going to walk and jog and enjoy. We're gonna build a little pedestrian bridge here. We're gonna eminent domain this building. This building, it's gone. I'm sorry, but this monstrosity needs to go away because we are putting a park here now. We're gonna put a little pedestrian footbridge here, and we're gonna put a little pedestrian footbridge here. So remember how I said I want the capital to be moved to Miami? We're gonna do a highway removal. This whole thing, this part, all the way to here. Highway removal. We're getting rid of it. This thing is disgusting. It is horrible. Nobody even wants this here. This would be the world's easiest to pitch highway removal. Every reactionary pro-car motherfucker in the world will want this highway to leave. I promise you. We're going to remove this highway, and what we're going to put in the... That would expand Bayfront Park? It would. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. This area, we're eminent domaining this entire area. From here, from here, here, all the way up to here. This whole area, we're eminent domaining it. Which area is this Brickell? This part is downtown, this is Brickell. We're eminent domaining this whole thing. And here, Governor's Mansion, City Hall, Supreme Court, a nice big park, an amphitheater. We are calling this the Legislative District. The government, this is going to be a giant government district, a giant, beautiful, open plaza with all the major government buildings. And we're going to put it here. Right here is the big metro park, right here. So it'll continue right under the metro park here, around it. We're gonna eminent domain these buildings. And then We're gonna put a nice, beautiful Central Park, and then in the middle of the Central Park, we're putting the beautiful metro station. Miami-Dade College Wolfson campus is close to that area. It'd be nice for them to have safer transportation option. And that's the other thing. Metro Mover is disgusting. And I don't care if it's cheaper. We're putting in a monorail. Why are we putting in a monorail? Because it's okay in society to spend money on things that aren't the most efficient thing. We can spend money on things that are just cool and nice. I believe as a functioning society that we can one day build things just because they're pretty. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put a monorail. And we're gonna put a streetcar. The streetcar is going to run all the way down Brickell Avenue, cross there, turn here, cut here, down there, all the way there. Then we're gonna put a monorail all the way down here. We're gonna keep doing that. We're gonna put the streetcar here too, because you know what? I'm in favor of housing decommodification, but in addition to housing decommodification, I do want some private housing. I think it would be cool to keep some private housing so that people can have like a luxury getaway second home. There is more than enough space for this. As long as everybody's primary homestead is a decommodified unit, I'm okay with there being privatization for the second home market. And I think it would be cool. Like, I think these can stay. This is pretty. More streetcars here. I've had a lot. When I run for office, hold on. I need to. Starly really wants attention. We're gonna go get her. Wash your feet first. Oh, yeah, I should have turned on. That explains why it's so dark. Any infrastructure improvements or bike lanes or buses? Oh, plenty. Oh, we're operating within the only if we're operating with the system as it exists today? Sure, why not? I can feel it. It's gonna be annoying. I'm waiting for CS1 to load. It does take a while, doesn't it? Okay, infrastructure improvements. Like I said, highway removal. Like I said, boardwalk. Private housing should be abolished, but I get we're working within the confines of our current system, so it's still fun to think about. In my ideal system, primary housing would be decommodified. Secondary housing would not be. Because I don't know if I believe in a fully decommodified housing market, like in general. I still like the idea of having luxuries in economic sectors, and I do think that there should be a such thing as a luxury home. But as long as that standard of luxury is somewhat attainable, and that floor is somewhat luxurious as well. Because, you know, we have the wealth in society to be able to handle that. What else would I do? By the way, this is disgusting. Actually disgusting zoning. Like, I don't even know what to do with it. So first of all, what we need is a road going like this. No summer home for you, mister? God damn it, you caught me. I just wanted a summer home. Actually, not a summer home. I hate the heat. It'd be winter home. I'd want the cold. I do think that, like, I do like the idea of there being a commodified, commodified luxuries. It's kind of how I feel about the iPhone.
Water and reduce the burden on the city during this water shortage. Consider installing a
I would have said before that, like, oh, there shouldn't, like, people should have like government provided cell phones, but like if people want an iPhone, they should buy it themselves. I'm actually at the point where the iPhone is so cheap, or at least like the older versions of it, or there are smartphones that are so cheap. Like I think there are like $200 smartphones. I'm actually at the point where we can just give people smartphones as like that option. And if they want like the iPhone Pro Max Super Ultra, like they can get themselves. That's kind of how I feel. Okay, let's actually fix the water table. That's a fair take. That's very gracious of you. I appreciate that. Hold on. iPhones can be given for free, and many functions improvements we see today can still exist. A lot of their pricing is determined by branding rather than material and development costs. Actually, you'd be surprised with the iPhone. The iPhone does have a pretty healthy margin, but it's not as big as you'd think. It's only about like 25%. It's actually rather expensive to make an iPhone. There are definitely things where it's 99% markup, or it's like 5,000% markup. But in phones right now, they're not as big as you'd think. Now, obviously, in a fully decommodified system, there'd probably be, you know, there's incremental like profit margins along the way. But it would still be pretty expensive. We see this thing across the industry. You're correct. We do see this thing across the industry, but what we also saw is one of the few companies that didn't do inflationary price gouging was Apple. Apple has a lot of problems. They were one of the few who didn't do that. I actually think they reduced the price of the iPhone during COVID. Base costs. Is there a graph? No way, I gotta look this up. No, I know, right? Generally, Apple is pretty good with stuff like this. It's other ways where Apple is pretty fucked up, like workers' rights, or like foreign workers' rights, or Apple is such a weird case. I don't put Apple in the same category as other like corporations. No, Apple's pretty good on privacy too. Apple's also one of the few that's really good on privacy. It's built into their business model. There is no component of their business model that monetizes data, and that's why they're good on privacy, because they don't have any profit incentive to. And like, they're not gonna, they have to like talk about their business model in the earnings call. They've had data breaches and leaks, and like, that's, you know, unfortunate, and I wish there were better punishments and regulations for shit like that. But industry-wide, it does feel like Apple does put an effort into maintain at least the privacy of people who aren't Chinese. If you're in China, none of this works. But I don't necessarily like, I don't know how mad I get at companies for choosing to not pull out of China. I don't like, I'm very back and forth on that one. Check the side stat in streaming, in stream stage. Oh, nice. Hey, Starly. Who's a cute little bird? Sorry, I meant battery gate. Okay. Battery gate is complicated. I actually think, I believe you, even the Android Authority agrees with you on the price history thing. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I wanted to find that. So battery, hold on, I want to explain the battery gate thing. Battery gate is interesting because I actually think that people get that wrong. With battery gate, it wasn't that Apple was like maliciously... It wasn't that Apple was like maliciously damaging people's batteries in order to convince them to upgrade. All Apple was doing was underclocking the CPU in order to preserve the battery health. If you look at the actual data, the behavior Apple was engaging in reduced the number of new iPhone sales that occur. The actions they were taking were explicitly pro-consumer. They were increasing the lifespan of the product and massively reducing the amount that people would be buying new phones. At a small cost of CPU power led to a long, multi-year increase in battery health. Here's the thing, though. Where did Apple fuck up? And by the way, this isn't me speculating. We have actual data on this. The behavior they were engaging in reduced Apple's profit. Apple does do this. This is why I put them in a different category than other companies. Where did Apple fuck up? Honesty and transparency. Apple should have been straightforward with people about that, and they should have given people a choice. They should have given people a choice. They should have been transparent, because that's where they fucked up. Bad communication, lack of transparency, and reducing the consumer choice. That's where the real scandal in Batterygate is. In terms of raw numbers, it may appear the iPhone is more expensive than older iPhone models, but when considering the oh yeah, that's just a part of the article. Hold on, yeah, let me read it. The original iPhone was $500. Inflation adjusted, that would be $760 today. For comparison, the most recent iPhone starts at $799. So the iPhone has gotten slightly more no, it's the same price. Because the original iPhone, I don't even think had a camera. So it's just, the iPhone has not been subject to any inflation this entire time. I'm so glad right to repair laws became more enforced in the US. Yeah, it's gonna be nice. I do think it's gonna be nice. Hold on, look at this. What was the original iPhone? $699, $799. This doesn't count. That price would have been chosen before inflation happens. It's the next year. Then the inflation happens. They didn't change the price. Then the next year they didn't change the price. They didn't change the price. They still haven't changed the price. Okay, yeah. So they just didn't change the price. This doesn't count. This price would have been determined long before the long before COVID or inflation happened. They chose this almost a full year in advance. Also, from what I remember correctly, the iPhone 12 was a pretty insane upgrade. Yeah, okay, that was the other thing. The iPhone 12 was the last major redesign where they went from the curved sort of rounded phones to the more square phones that we still have. It was also a major redesign. The actual phone itself also got a little bit more expensive. Not $100 more expensive, but $20 more expensive. iPhone 11 versus 12. It was such a good redesign. I hated the curved designs of the previous generations. The iPhone 12 Pro is the GOAT. It is still the GOAT. Here's the thing. If only it had ProMotion. I have my 13. The 13 is heavier than the 12. It is thicker than the 12 Pro, but it has ProMotion, so that is why I keep it. The iPhones have just been a little bit downhill since here. They've done some cool things. The dynamic island, this thing right here, the way they use it, pretty cool. I'll give them that. But I like the notch. I don't mind the notch. I like the notch. I like the way it frames the display. It makes it look more friendly. And I don't think we need a flat panel of glass. That's boring as shit. I like the notch. That's my take. Crucify me. Oh, this is a nice city. I will always be an Android boy. Nah, that's unfortunate for you. That's an L. What's wrong with you? You're not gonna fight me on this. I like the notch. It was a little too big when it first came out. I'll agree with that. It didn't need to be that big. But I like the notch. I don't like just the idea of just a flat plane with no personality. I like that there's like a notch. It almost, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the original Macintosh. See this? This is designed to look like a friendly face. Now that might be hard to believe, but this is designed to be like a goofy little grin. Like, they designed this to be approachable, because at this point, the only thing that existed for computers was 1984. Not 1984, that's the ad. Was, what's it called? 2001: A Space Odyssey? So, does anyone see the bird? Oh my fucking god. Starling, what are you doing? Where are you going? I love how they kept the cigar stains. The Pixel phones don't have a notch and they have plenty of personality. In the design, hold on, I don't remember feeling like the Pixels have personality. This is a worse iPhone. I'm sorry, this is a worse iPhone. This is just straight up. This is this, but with a dumber notch and a less, and a peeping, like, and a peephole for a camera. I don't like this. I don't like this. This is, your phone takes mirrors Vosh's media takes. Okay. You know what? You don't have to be mean. That's truly, that's a low bar. By the way, you guys want to see a deep cut and for like Apple fanboys? Johnny Ive iPhone 5C. You want to see something funny? Hold on. Can I find the clip? Can I find the clip? Right, I'm on Bing. No wonder I can't find it. I love the visor of the new Pixels. Looks so cool. Hey, to each his own. I genuinely, I feel like I'm about... I feel that when I look at that Pixel phone, I understand what a racist woman sees when a black person approaches her in a dark alley. I understand it. That's how it makes me feel. I am racist against that phone. It's the only time it's the only time. Black person in an alley, come here, give me a hug, brother. Pixel comes at me in an alley, I'm running the other way. Is this it?
Making it more powerful.
Oh yeah, here we go. This is the video. Get yourself a girl who talks about you the way Johnny Ive talks about this monstrosity of a fucking phone.
More intuitive, and ultimately more useful.
I am phonist. I am.
iPhone 5C is beautifully, unapologetically plastic. Multiple parts have been reduced to a...
That line has been a fixture of my childhood. The amount of back and forth, like, in-jokes between me and my dad on beautifully, unapologetically plastic. If I become like a politician, I will work that into my acceptance speech. Come back to me when the iPhone isn't copying ideas the Android phones had first. Okay. It doesn't matter. It's not about first. It's about who does it better. And I got an answer for you on that one. Except lately, Apple Intelligence is actually a shit show. But then again, it's not like Android is doing any better with the AI slot bullshit. Beautifully unapologetically plastic is one of the most insane things I've ever heard anyone say. I need to hear that again.
iPhone 5C is beautifully, unapologetically plastic.
Every time. Every time. Insane take. Who? Apple videos just don't have this type of charm. They have charm. The new iPhone stuff, the new Apple things do have their own charm. They don't have that type of charm anymore. That's a different type of charm. It's a different kind of sauce. What? If you watch the latest Apple events, you will notice that they do have a certain level of sauce to them. But it's not the kind of sauce that I remembered and miss. I'm trying to find like one of the Apple events with like the sick transition. Oh yeah, this one. There's a different kind of sauce. Like, none of the other companies go out of their way to do cool shit like this for their events. They don't have good cinematography. It's just a fucking theater. I appreciate, with Apple, the level of effort they put into their products. I have major problems with Apple. I have never looked at one of their products and thought to myself, there's nothing in this. This makes me feel not. I have never looked at a product and thought to myself, there was no thought, there was no effort, there was no love put into this. I have never felt that with an Apple product. Even with the $400 wheels for the Mac Pro, that's stupid enough that I can appreciate it. But there are just some I appreciate the level that the care Apple puts into their shit. S23 trumps current iPhone cameras. You would think so, but on paper they do. But in reality, when I've taken pictures with both phones, and I like the iPhone one better, even when I did it blind, even when I didn't know which pictures I was taking. I preferred the iPhone pictures when I was looking at them. I tried doing my own version of the blind camera test. By the way, this new Mac Mini is insane.
Classic cartwheel
this thing is insane. What is this, $500?
Oh, what's up, old me? Looks like...
Do the test again without the rose-colored glasses on. It was blind. There's no rose-colored glasses. It was just which pictures I thought looked better. It was the iPhone.
We've changed quite a bit. What does this say?
I'm not gonna say I'm not biased toward Apple. I absolutely am. But, you know, I did my due diligence on that one. Your fanboy senses led you to that one. You noticed the iPhone pixels in the foyer, I bet. I genuinely did not notice in the photo. I did not notice. The iPhone camera, look, they have different looks to them, but I did not know which one was which. That was the whole point. If I knew, it wouldn't, you know, have been blind. All right. This is what we call in the business eminent domain. I heard Biden approve. Sucks he didn't do it sooner, so it doesn't mean much. It still means much. It probably still forces a I think it still forces a Supreme Court battle over adjudicating it. It was just up to, I think it is just up to the president to decide whether or not it's ratified. That he just has to like officially say it at this point. So it could actually mean something, but I don't know for sure yet. You know, we'll see. I didn't look into it very much. Hey, Starly. You want to be annoying again? I know, I love you too. Stop biting my hand. It's not gonna, okay, you don't have to do that. It's only slightly. She wants scritches. Okay, fine. Come on, Starly. No, leave this alone. The main argument against it is that the deadline passed back in 1983, so there's a legal argument as to whether it stands. I saw a Kyle Kalinske video where he kind of like tore that apart. I don't think that deadline is a real thing. It's kind of like the whole immigrants can't run for president thing. It's not actually like legal precedent. It's just something something like there's something similar in the text of the law and people misconstrue it and the Supreme Court affirms it and then it just becomes truth. But from like a textual perspective, that's not the case. I'll pull up the thing in a second. I just want to give Starly a little bit of love. Who's a cute little bird? Who's a good girl? You have to like preen birds because they don't have a if they don't have a partner or a friend, they can't preen the pin feathers on the top of their head. So you have to do it for them. There are 2 other birds that my parents have, and they just don't get along with Starly yet. You know, eventually. Also, I think Starly likes me more than the other birds. Okay, Starly. If that actually pans out, though, it would mean quite a bit in Biden's defense of abortion rights, since it would allow women throughout the country to argue for their access to care. It would mean a lot. Hopefully it goes to the Supreme Court, and I would like to see an environment where Republicans are forced to defend the positions that they have. You want more? That's like one of my bigger criticisms with the Democrats is they never let Republicans back themselves into a corner by holding them to what they believe. Do you want? Here, make a noise. Make a noise, Starly. No, don't. Boop. Boop. Okay, let's actually look into it. Well, let me actually save this first, so I made some progress. Look, I still think Biden's presidency is the best presidency of my lifetime by a wide margin. And I would have said that his is the first president to actually hit the, the neutral, phase. That it would have actually been like neutral. Or that it wouldn't have been neutral. It would have been like a net positive. But unfortunately with Gaza, it has once again become a net negative. And also, losing to Trump also makes it a net negative. Well, it would have been enough to absolve him. Would it be enough to absolve him? Not really, but the FDR comparison will be pretty strong for a while. The FDR comparison is already pretty strong. If it wasn't for the genocide, he would have been the most progressive president ever. Literally, yeah. No, I completely agree. I know what you want. I know what she wants. Okay, I put her back in the cage for a little bit and give her a nice big snack. I'm pretty sure Kyle did a video on the ERA. Was it Kyle or was it Vosh? Let's actually see if anybody...
It was kind of like, oh, what deal? Like it was almost...
You know what? I will just wait. I will just wait until some Kyle puts out their video. I don't want to go looking for it. I kind of want to just game right now a little. Domestically, Biden has been great for this country. Honestly, even with labor unions, it was surprising how unexpectedly militant the motherfucker turned out to be on labor issues. He didn't campaign heavily on it, yet he still delivered. No, he campaigned heavily on it. He said he would be the most progressive president since FDR. He said he would be the best union president since FDR. It is the one campaign promise that he did actually keep true on. So, you know, good for him on that front. I just, you know, it's unfortunate, the Gaza thing. I almost feel bad for Biden because for all we know, like, for all we know, he has no idea. He's so gone that he has no idea how bad it actually is in Gaza, and it's going to stain his legacy. Or maybe he does. You know, it could be him. It could just be the people around him, and he has no idea. So, we will have to wait a few years to know who is actually to blame. I can fully separate Gaza from Biden's legacy if Biden had no idea what was going on with Gaza. Because I know for a fact he knew what he was doing with the labor stuff, because he went to the picket line. But it's not like he went to Gaza and was just like, oh, yep, looks good to me. Like, so to me it's possible. Unlikely, but possible. I'll reserve judgment a little bit. What is it with the scaffolding? I know the mods are fucking this up a little bit. My Twitch chat got deleted because I said the word Zionist. Are you actually shitting me? Can you not say that on Twitch? Oh, right. That's right. You can't. That's fantastic. Okay, this is probably enough revenue built up to be able to crash my game. Okay. That was unexpected. Okay. Is it gonna work? Hello? Camera, I'm trying to fix you. That's this for some reason this always happens after the stream has been on for long enough. The camera just dies. Oh, there we go. It's back. Okay. Okay, well, good thing I saved. Let's reopen City Skylines. Let's see what's going on with my mods actually. That's what I really want to know. Oh, can you guys post in Lounge that I'm live? Just take the event. I'll do it. Who cares? Yeah, feel free to post the Twitch chat and the Twitch link in Vosh's in VGG if anyone wants to. What city are you trying to build currently in City Skylines? I'm just trying to build something that I vibe. Wouldn't I get banned for that? For what? Typing Zionist? I don't know. Oh, for putting the link in VGG? No. Vosh isn't streaming right now. I do it all the time. I just don't like being the only one to do it. No, Gwendolyn's done it too. As long as Vosh isn't live. Anytime this wants to load. Hold on. What is going on with this? Oh, it's an issue with the Japanese pack? Okay. I'll just disable that. Unfortunate. I've always been curious about City Skylines 2, but it was always such a turnoff to have no policies or some sort of political system in the game. It'll be there eventually. It'll get there eventually. Oh my fucking god. What is going on? Okay. Oh, City Skylines. Pretty sure there's a new update coming the 27th. You think Hearts of Iron 5 will be released anytime soon? No, I don't know anything about it, but I do know that Civ 7 is coming out soon, and I'm really hyped for it, because it finally looks like they're doing stuff that I've always wanted. You know, like navigable rivers or just basic city building shit. Okay, let's try this again. I really need it. I keep forgetting to order a second monitor. I really need to be able to put something on to listen to in the background. Hearts of Iron got a fucking new board game before they released another sequel. RIP. That sucks. Wait, did you say another board game? Oh no, a board game. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Did it get disabled before crashing? Yes, it did. Okay, great. Okay, that's my newest save. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna assume that that's not gonna come, that's just there because of like old houses have it, but new ones won't have it. That's... Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna be getting rid of that landfill soon anyway. Okay. Lack of entertainment is the main issue in the city, so let's fix that. Oh, that is a really small park. Okay. Let's... Should probably get a better park. Shit, I probably should have used those points on water. God damn it. Oh well. Okay. This looks good. I'm pretty happy with this. At least for now. Okay, let's add the parks.
This is an emergency broadcast to all citizens.
Where would I want to put this? Yeah, I'll put that there. That looks good. That'll help add more park. Unreliable healthcare coverage. Okay, actually, wait. Do I have... I need the crematorium. Okay. Crematorium will let me get rid of the cemetery. Incinerator plant, unideal, lets me get rid of the goddamn landfill. So, first let me add the crematorium. Where should I put that? Should put it here. Ungodly expensive. Okay, and then let's now set this. I should be able to set this to remove deceased. Or can I just delete it? Oh, you can just bulldoze it. I thought you couldn't. Oh wait, maybe this is like cities. Maybe I'm thinking that's City Skylines 1. Oh, okay. Electricity issues. I have electricity. What do you mean electricity issues? Ah, okay. I know what this is. Too much electricity going through one spot. That should help that. Okay, let's buy some more tiles. Hmm. I don't know exactly what I want to build right now, other than to just wait and let this build up more. I mean, it's explicitly telling me I need more, Oh, hey, Devin, what's up? It's fairly explicitly telling me to build more industrial, so I guess I'll do that. I don't want to go the other way, because, I don't want to screw up the water table. Ceasefire deal got tanked? That's not surprising. That sucks, though. Well, I guess there is at least one small piece of good news from the ceasefire deal getting tanked. Trump won't get to take credit for it. It's only a small comfort, though, considering what it could have meant for people in Palestine, but... Oh shit, is this the blueprint for Miami's future infrastructure projects? No, you actually missed a segment about me talking about it, though. I did talk about it for a second. You should, go back and look for it. What is happening here? Oh fuck, I'll go back then after the rest here. Okay, yeah. Okay, so What the fuck is happening here? Yeah, it's this that's messed up then. Are you shitting me? Excuse me? Excuse me? No. We're gonna remove the guidelines for a second. Okay. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Nope. Misclick. Nah, I'll delete that. Or, sure, okay. This'll the last bit of industrial that's needed. Okay. That deals with that remaining industrial that's needed. Also, guess Vosh is popping on at like 6 tonight. Woke up from my nap and I saw you were on, but not him. 3 has been a sweet spot. Yeah, is Vosh gonna stream at like 6? Nice of him to not conflict with my time. I don't see it. I'll be on the Discord later? Okay. What? Oh. Oh my god. Leave me. Yeah? Okay. Oh my god. Go away. Go away. God damn it. Driving me crazy. Go away. There we go. Now I can unplug. Could be 8, potentially. I just hope, like, not 11 or something. Yeah. Ooh, what's going on with sewage? Am I not? Oh, right. That probably got that setting probably got reset too. I'll be on Discord later tonight. Oh, you have a service call? Okay, see ya, bro. Which mod was it? Toggleable overlays. Ah, perfect. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Now, what the hell was I gonna do? Right, sewage. For now, I'll just put another one. What is going on here? Facility full. Okay. Okay, now I can afford some more tiles. Okay, nice. It could, Devin. I don't know. Maybe. I doubt it, but it's not out of the realm of possibility either. Please go the other way. An ugly goddamn bridge. I don't appreciate this bridge. I need it to be prettier. That looks better. Maybe not that much better. I'll fix that later. It appears my water source is flooded. The good news is I can now afford the pumping station I want. The inauguration is being held inside now? Why? Why is it going to be held inside? By the way, I'm going to be streaming throughout the entire inauguration, so you should watch. It's too cold. Is that actually the reason? That's kind of pathetic. God, I have another hour left of stream and I don't want to go, but I need to make it 4 hours. Okay, this was good. This was a productive city skylining. I'm gonna use the bathroom and I'll be right back. Okay. Let's play something else. Let's go with, kind of want to go with Destiny 2, actually, now. Turning 25, Boomer. Yeah, get fucked, Donby. Oh. Action. Okay, everybody, I am actually going to end stream a little early. We did 3 hours. I think we all know that I was going to try and go for 4, but honestly, I was getting a little bored. It was, you know, it's a lot. It's better when there are more people on, when there are more viewers, but it's still fine. Thank you all so much for joining. Please like and subscribe or click follow on Twitch. All of those are greatly appreciated, especially follows. We are 3 followers away from our 90 follower goal. And again, if you are one of my 4 subscribers, thank you so much. If you are a follower, thank you so much. I will be back tomorrow. What's today? It's Friday. Yeah, I will be back tomorrow. So yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow.